So I wanted to start here on this page, if only for this nugget right here. Liverpool hired Ancelotti as the head coach. He left Napoli. Tikhonov was the favorite. That happened because Liverpool are currently, I gotta go back here real quick, in 5th. And they fired Pep Guardiola. Barry Lutas was there. Jurgen Klopp is at Man City. They're doing okay. Well, I take that back. They're currently in 11th. And then the other one I was looking at was Arsenal. Mancini was fired after less than a year. And that was after Arteta had been there for almost 4 years. So, you know, we're one of the longest tenured coaches in the Premier League. Go us. Our performances, though, have been, you know, a couple of 1-0 victories. Pellegrini got the goal against Wolves. Jordan Clark got the goal against Bournemouth. We're going to play Inter today. We're going to play Southampton today. And then it's going to be a long break until we get to hear whomever we're playing in the third cup round. So, I'll be honest with you, I don't remember when our next Champions League game would be. I think it's in January, but it's possible it could be in February too, which would be nice because for the moment we only have 3 games in February. So we've been scouting, had a lead on a few guys. Oh, hey, our third round cup draw today. I did not realize this was happening. This is a fortuitous event. You just draw all the teams. We are playing... Are you freaking kidding me? We're playing Man City? Well, it's a good thing they're having an off year. Quote-unquote off year. Okay, we had some players on rest, but I think they are going to be back and mostly... I was going to say mostly healthy, but it doesn't really look like it. Laird's on a 4. Kasunu's on a 4. I'd rather play Kasunu. Zagadu's on a 4. You know what? We'll give Wanjo a chance. Move Guehi up to here. What happened to Bauman? Bauman got injured, and I totally forgot what it was. Let me see here. Yeah, he's only out for another week. So it's Stockbridge and Blanco. Kasunu. Clark and Pellegrini. I'm going to start. You know, we've already qualified. It doesn't have to be a world-beating team, does it? The problem is we really just don't have anybody else available at the moment. So this is who we're going to go with. Newell in goal, Skriniar, Stones, Traore, Raspadori, Satriano. Oh, we did play them. Playing them at home, which should help. They're a little bit less match fit than we are, although Anderson picking up a yellow card in the 4th minute is just really icing on the cake, I swear. Kasunu on the throw-in to Clark. Back to Kasunu. He sends over to Stockbridge to Blanco. Back to Clark, who feeds Pellegrini. Clark to Fatuwu. Long pass intercepted by Skriniar. Pepe goes outside to Max. Max drives forward. Holds it up. Gets it back to Pepe. Pepe cuts across the top of the box. And skies an effort. As it mirrors the ball orange. I do believe the ball is orange. Looks like we may only get a half and a little bit out of Kasunu because this is probably going to be the last highlight of the half. Satriana to Weigl. Drops it off to Dumfries. Centers it to Traore. Traore to Max. To Raspadori. Feeds Pepe. Pepe takes the shot and he absolutely dinks Iturbe. Something tells me Iturbe needed to be about 2 inches taller to stop that ball from going in. Nice move by Raspadori. Okay, maybe 6 inches taller. Bindar may have stopped that. Bayender may have stopped that. That's okay. They scored right before the half. It's fine. You have to be better in goal. Hit the target more. Hey, kickoff highlight. Wanjo driving forward. Drops it to Riedewald. Over to Pellegri. Pellegri holds it up. Centers it to Blanco. Blanco to Stockbridge. Out to Kasunu. Back to Blanco. Stockbridge. Kasunu to Fatuwu. Stockbridge to Blanco. Oh, inside, outside, Pellegri. Blanco. Stockbridge. Fatuwu. Finally, we get it out. Stockbridge takes the shot. Nubel, a nice save. What the heck was going on in the center there? Let's pass it back and forth each other. We're all 4 yards away from each other. Stones knocks that away. Riedewald stops it from going out of bounds, but the highlight ends. You know what? It's about 55 minutes in, and Kasunu is down to 58%. So we are going to take him off and bring on Ethan Laird. Okay, we're 65 minutes in. Sharon's not having a good game, so we're going to get Esposito on. Save our last sub here. From a statistical point of view, we've been, I'm not going to say better. We've had more shots and more on target as a result. Raspadori hits the crossbar. Traore sends it in. Stones is there with a flying header. We're going to go to the attack. I'm going to try and go to the attacking here. Laird on the throw-in. Stockbridge back to Laird, who gives the ball away to Weigel. Salcedo to Max. Drops it off to Gambriasso. To Stones. Weigel, Traore. They're just playing keep away. Skriniar. Traore. Weigel, Salcedo. Blanco intercepts that. Wanjo, who picked up an injury that I wasn't aware of. Riedewald to Esposito. Esposito to Pellegri. Back to Riedewald. Pellegri. Back to Riedewald. Riedewald crosses it in. Skriniar heads away. Stockbridge gets it. Gets over to Laird. Laird sends it in. Esposito's there, and he goes wide. What happened with Wanjo? We'll bring on Guehi. It's not the sub I wanted to make, but it's not the sub I wanted to make, but it's the sub we're going to have to live with. Turbe gets the ball out to Riedewald. Riedewald to Esposito. Esposito flying forward. Gets the ball back to Riedewald. Gets to Pellegri. He was a bit offsides, maybe? No, they're letting the play go. Guehi to Blanco. Stockbridge. Clark's not going to get there. Weigel's going to get it back to Nubel. Passes it up to Dumfries, who holds onto it. Skriniar back to Nubel. Guehi. Riedewald. Esposito up into space. Pellegri's not going to get there because it went to Skriniar's outside foot. Traore bombs it forward. Guehi stops it. He brings it forward. He's bringing it forward still. Takes a shot that was very ill-advised and very wide right. Anderson to Laird, who picked up a yellow. Clark's not going to get there before Nubel does. Passing has just not been good at all this match. Esposito. Back to Riedewald. Guehi. Can we break up the clean sheet? Esposito. Blanco takes a shot. Nubel, a nice save. Dumfries. Not sure what quite happened there. Last chance to break up the clean sheet. Come on, guys. Other teams have done it to us. Laird. Fatuwu. To Laird. Clark drops it off to Stockbridge, and he just kicks it away. What on earth was that? Gabriasio is going to throw it in. It's going to go to Traore, to Max. Stockbridge dispossesses him, and that's the game. Wow. Wow. What a horrible, horrible game. 22 shots, 6 on target, a 2.07 XG, and we got none. The good news is that we qualified. Let me save this real quick. Juanjo out for 7 days to 2 weeks with a gash leg. Stockbridge and Anderson. Jada could do a little rest. Fleagy reveals Pelham Fury. You know what? We'll play the Southampton game, then we'll go to the first knockout round draw, see who we're playing there. You know what? Let's look and see who came out of the groups. So Juve and Ajax did, Bayern and Atletico did, Inter and we did, Liverpool and Real San Sebastian did. Wow, Man City and Barcelona. Okay, Group E was a hard-fought group. Borussia Dortmund and Real Madrid went through. They absolutely raffle-stomped Roma and Galatasaray. Milan and RB Leipzig went through. Midtjylland got absolutely shut out. PSG and Chelsea went through. And Spartak Moscow also got shut out. Red Star also got shut out. Their goal differential was -19. Ethan Laird is suffering from the flu. Okay, so we're going to save this here again real quick. I realize I just saved it, but save early, saved often. That's my motto. And we'll be back with the Southampton match in just a bit. We're still not the healthiest club. Well, with the exception of Clark, everybody is match fit. I'm starting Clark because, well, you know what? I'll start Verone. We still have a lot of depth, especially when you consider the people we have injured. It's one of the things I'm going to be looking at fixing in the January transfer window. Michael Olise is at Southampton. It's one of the reasons I wanted to play him. How's he been doing? I'll have to check it out. We got Eze and Olise. Okay. 15 goals, or 15 appearances, 1 goal, 2 assists. That's not all that hot. Eze, on the other hand, 3 goals, 2 assists. Okay. But, you know, they left for richer pastures, so more power to them. Guehi on the throw-in. Seone back to Guehi. Crosses it in. Pellegri's there. Bojic looked like he made a save, and Verone was there to tap it in. I'm reasonably sure Verone wasn't offsides. And they're saying he wasn't. Okay. Well done, us. Iturbe out to Riedewald. Back to Zagadou. To Seone. Up to Esposito. Esposito inside, outside to Pellegri, who loses the ball. Bednarik gets it to Adams. Adams passes it up into space for Vergara. He sends it back out to Koopmeiners, to Vergara, to Walker-Peters, who's dispossessed by Fatubu. He is driving forward. He's being chased. He's doing a good job outrunning him. Stops, gets it to Stockbridge, who feeds Fatubu again. Fatubu to Pellegri. Oh, I'm not quite sure what happened there. Pellegri hit it. The ball went high and had enough spin on it that it curved right. Guehi stops that from going out of bounds. Kasunu. Errant pass. Kasunu picks up the ball. Back to Zagadou. Zagadou to Seone. Pellegri. Back to Seone. Back to Zagadou. Seone. Pellegri. Pellegri feeds Esposito. Esposito holds it up. Across the field to Fatubu. He gets it to Guehi. Guehi driving forward. Back to Fatubu. Long across the field to Riedewald. Riedewald, back pass to Seone. Back to Riedewald. Crosses in. Esposito. Oh, Esposito. A nice header for the goal. It was a nifty bit of passing by Riedewald to set that up. Seriously. Fatu, Verone. Back to Guehi. Crossed in. Knocked away. Riedewald. Crosses in again. It's knocked away again. Zagadou. Brings the ball up, drops it off to Seone. Pellegri, top of the box. Verone turns around, takes the shot, puts it away. Now they're saying he's offsides. Jesus H. Vergara on the throw-in to Olise. Adams at the top of the box. to Libramento, who hits it above the crossbar. And that is halftime with 2 disallowed goals. 6 shots, 4 on target. They're 7-1, a minor possession advantage, but we're using it to good effect. 60 minutes in, no highlights. First one, Iturbe. Out to Riedewald. Picked up a yellow. Riedewald to Esposito. Back to Zagadou. Kasunu to Seoni. To Pelligri. Over to Verone. Dispossessed, but he gets it back. Seoni. Pelligri. Fatuo on the back end. Well done. Ward-Prowse intercepted the ball, went right back to Verone. Pelligri over the top. Holds it up, crosses it right in front of everybody. Fatuo charging in on the back post. We are going to make a couple of substitutions here. You get Esposito off and bring on Verscheren. Switch Riedewald and Guehi, and then bring on Ferguson at defensive right back. Olise. Back to Coop Miners. In the crowd, Olise ends up with it again. Coop Miners. Guehi knocks it down. Verscheren to Pelligri. Pelligri back to Guehi, to Seoni. Kasunu. Driving forward, gets it to Verone. He drops it off Fatuo. Up into space for Verone, and he hits it right at Bajic. Fatuo on the corner kick. Sends it in. Knocked away by Bednarik, and the highlight ends. Vergara on the throw, and Walker Peters has it. It's knocked away. Coop Miners runs it down. He gets it to Olise, who drops it off to Walker Peters. Oh, Velasco, a nice stop by Iturbe. Ward-Prowse on the corner. Sends it in. Pelligri knocks it away, but Vergara is going to run that down. Vergara crosses it in. Zagadou knocks it down. Goes right to Seoni. He bombs it down the field, and that's the highlight. Kasunu to Stockbridge. Seoni to Fatuo. Off the post, gets it back. Stockbridge is there, and he powers it in for his first goal of the season. Had a little bit of help from the equipment. Seoni got it to Fatuo. Fatuo came in. Nice block by Bajic. Oh, looked like Walker Peters almost fouled Fatuo. Instead, it went right to Stockbridge, and he absolutely hammered it home. With a little help. Kasunu to Stockbridge, all the way back to Iturbe. He bombs it long, it's headed forward, it goes right to Bajic. Bajic repays the favor. Velasco to Olise. Asmon goes inside, then outside, holds it up, turns it around, small to Coop Miners, and they get a goal. That was nice. That was nice. This is an interesting pass by Coop Miners. Or not by Coop Miners, by Asmon. It is what it is. What it is the end of the game. We beat Southampton 3-1. A very nice victory. Should have been 5-1. We are back up in second place. 4 points behind Chelsea. Fatuo was on fire. Post-match press conference. Let's see what happens here. And they didn't ask us a darn thing about VAR. Lucky them. Okay, so we've got the draw coming up. I'm going to get to that, and then we are going to call this an episode. So back in just a bit. Okay, here's what we are looking at. Real San Sebastian is playing Man City. RB Leipzig is playing Liverpool. Chelsea is playing Inter. Barcelona is playing Bayern. We are playing PSG. Real Madrid is playing Milan. Atletico Madrid is playing Juve. Ajax is playing Borussia Dortmund. Pochettino is still the head coach. Duvon, Fati, Jovan, Simmons, Bernardo Rodriguez. Donnarumma in goal. I believe, and I could be wrong here, I think, did Messi retire? You know, Messi retired. 2 seasons at PSG, scored 29 goals. Well, you know, they still got Neymar, they got Fati, they've got Duvon, who's very good. Griezmann, Neymar, Boubacar Kamara. I mean, we're talking about a team that freaking spends like there's no tomorrow. I mean, 214 million in this year. 126 of that was Fati. The year before that, 248 in. Bernardo Silva and Cabral and Kamara and Chukwueze. 214 the year before that on Fati. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Only 126 million the year before that. That's when they got Sabitzer. Yeah, this is PSG money. You signed Samuel Chukwueze from Villarreal for 37.5 million, and the next year you turn around and sell him to Atletico for 28. You know, what's a £7 million write-off? It's something we don't have. Well, I take that back. We probably have the capability to do that, but not as often as PSG does. As long as we make them earn the victory, I will be happy. If we lose 2-0 on aggregate, you know, I'm okay with that. I just don't want to be Bournemouth or Arsenal or whoever it was that beat us 8-4 the one game. So, a not so good match against Inter. We got ourselves right against Southampton, and hopefully we can carry that into the new year. Player-wise, as long as everybody stays healthy, we got Admiral coming back. Canales can get some playing time. Juanjo being my only backup at defensive center back for the moment, who's primarily a defensive center back, is a little bit concerning. I will probably look for a defensive center back in the transfer window. If I can find someone young for the right amount of money that I can rotate in, I will definitely do that. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with where we are. My only fear is that, you know, guys like Kasunu and Guehi could leave. Seone is wanted by Atletico Madrid. Joaquim Anderson's wanted by a bunch more teams now. So, and I still had him listed, so it's possible he may go out. So yeah, it looks like we're definitely going to be looking for some defensive center backs, which means there's going to be scouting afoot. So, a good episode, all things considered. Yeah, the loss was bad, but it could have been a lot worse. But like I said, we got ourselves right against Southampton. It was a good all-around performance. A couple guys who haven't scored that much this season getting off the schneid, as it were. So hopefully it's a sign of good things going forward. If you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticisms, comments. Leave those down below. I'll answer those as fast as I can. My name is F. Angelico. Thank you for watching.